Imagine sitting at a polished table inside a quiet London restaurant. A waiter approaches with a dish, simple, elegant, and served just as it once was inside Buckingham Palace. You take a bite, and suddenly, taste becomes history. Most people believe that royal meals are inaccessible, guarded behind palace gates. But what if I told you that right now, in London, you can eat the same dishes the royal family has enjoyed for decades? Meals once reserved for kings, queens, and foreign dignitaries. Served today, just a reservation away. These aren't fictional dishes or tourist gimmicks. They're real meals favoured by the royal family, prepared by restaurants that have served them personally, and some still do. Tonight we're walking into London's royal culinary map and discovering 10 royal family meals you can still order in London. And wait until we reach number 10. It's the most unexpected royal meal of them all. Let's begin. Number 1. Queen Elizabeth's favourite chocolate biscuit cake, Fortnum and Mason. Of everything Her Majesty ate in her lifetime, decades of state banquets, thousands of diplomatic dinners, this was her weakness. Chocolate biscuit cake. Not a layered French masterpiece, not a gold-dusted dessert, just a small, unassuming cake made of crushed tea biscuits and chocolate ganache. She liked it so much she ordered it daily. When she travelled, her personal chef packed it in tins so it could follow her to Windsor or Balmoral. And here's the part most people don't know. You can order the exact same recipe from Fortnum and Mason's bakery, the store that has served every monarch since 1707. Walk inside their London flagship and you're stepping into royal gastronomic history. Polished wood counters, soft blue packaging, staff who speak softly as if the walls are listening. Ask for the chocolate biscuit cake. You won't just be eating dessert, you'll be eating the Queen's daily indulgence. One she loved so much, she refused to let any crumbs be wasted. But if you think that's charming, the next dish was enjoyed inside the palace every afternoon. Number 2. The Royal Afternoon Tea, the Goring Hotel, Belgravia. At precisely 4 p.m. each day, the palace slows. Tea is poured, sandwiches are served, and the royal family follows a ritual older than electricity. You can experience the exact same tea ceremony at the Goring in Belgravia, the only hotel in the world with a royal warrant for hospitality. This is where royals stay before coronations, and where the Queen would often send guests when Buckingham Palace was full. The tea is perfectly traditional. Cucumber sandwiches, always with crusts removed. Smoked salmon, fresh scones, clotted cream and strawberry jam. The staff don't rush you. They don't perform. They treat tea like a ceremony. And if you're seated in the garden terrace, you're sitting where royals once sat quietly, sipping the same Earl Grey. But tea was only the beginning. The next dish? It was a favourite of kings. Number 3. Roast beef with Yorkshire pudding. Rules. Covent Garden. Rules is the oldest restaurant in London, opened in 1798. Curtains of deep red velvet, dark wood walls, portraits of kings watching from above. Rules has served every monarch since George IV. And their signature dish is the most British meal of all. Roast beef with Yorkshire pudding, served with gravy and horseradish. When the royal family doesn't feel like fine dining, they don't hide in private dining rooms. They come here. The story goes that the owner used to close the restaurant's top floor for discreet royal visits. They didn't need a crown, they just needed roast beef that tasted like Sunday tradition. But if you think kings have traditional tastes, the next royal had a secret favourite, and it's not at all what you'd expect. Number 4. The Queen's Pancakes. The Ritz, London. During diplomatic stays at the Ritz, the kitchen learned to prepare a dish exactly how Queen Elizabeth liked it. Thin French-style crepes, filled with lemon, sugar, and rolled delicately. They became known as the Queen's pancakes. She loved them so much that staff prepared them in advance whenever she visited. And here's the best part. You can order them during the Ritz afternoon tea. Crisp edges, warm center. A simple dish elevated to royalty. It's proof that luxury doesn't need diamonds. Sometimes it just needs lemon and sugar. But while this was a sweet indulgence, the next dish was served for something very different. Diplomatic power. Number 5. Coronation chicken. The ivy created for Queen Elizabeth's coronation in 1953, this dish is a mixture of cold chicken, curry mayonnaise, and golden raisins. It was designed to be eaten elegantly without risk of spills on gowns. Coronation chicken became a national sensation, and today the ivy serves it nearly unchanged from the original royal recipe. It's mild, slightly sweet, perfectly balanced, a dish made to impress prime ministers and monarchs. And now, available to anyone with a reservation. Number 6. King Charles's Wild Mushroom Risotto. Wilton's, Jermyn Street. King Charles has one well-known obsession: sustainability. He prefers organic ingredients, locally sourced produce, and mushrooms grown in the gardens of Balmoral. Wilton's, a historic seafood and game restaurant, prepares a risotto so close to the royal recipe that staff say, "If His Majesty walked in, we wouldn't need to change a thing." It's creamy but not heavy, earthy but elegant, a dish made of comfort, not performance. But the next one? This meal is pure royal performance. Number 7. Dover Sole, Scots of Mayfair. This is the royal family's fish restaurant. Crisp white tablecloths, silver cutlery, the kind of place where whispers float like perfume. Their signature dish, Dover Sole, is prepared tableside, skillfully deboned by the waiter. Grace, precision, elegance. When the royal family dines here, the restaurant doesn't announce it. They don't need to. The fish speaks for itself. But the next dish is the most shocking on the list, because it's from a hotel kitchen, not a palace chef. Number 8. The Queen's Breakfast. Special K with fruit. Claridge's yes. You can order the Queen's regular breakfast, and it wasn't lobster or smoked salmon or truffles. It was Special K cereal with sliced fruit. She started her days quietly, without spectacle. Claridge's, another royal warrant holder, offers a breakfast menu inspired by royal morning routines. A cereal dish on this list might sound odd, but it proves something important. Royalty isn't about extravagance. Sometimes it's about routine. But if routine defines breakfast, luxury defined dessert. Number 9. The Chocolate Perfection Pie. Harrods. Not a regular chocolate pie. This one was created exclusively for the royal family and later licensed to Harrods for public sale. Rich, silky sharp chocolate flavour with a hint of vanilla and nutmeg. Harrods doesn't advertise it loudly. You have to ask for it, and when they place it in front of you, you understand why people say eating it is an event. But we saved the best for last. Number 10. Balmoral Venison, Wilton's, seasonal royal menu. This dish comes directly from the Balmoral estate, where King Charles and Queen Elizabeth spent their summers. Wilton's purchases a limited quantity from the estate each year. It sells out quickly. Gamey, rich, perfectly lean. A dish that tastes like Scotland. Deep forests, morning mist, royal tradition. This isn't just a meal, it's the flavour of monarchy. London is full of palaces, but the real stories are told at its tables. Because through food, royalty becomes human. A queen who loved chocolate cake. A king who prefers organic mushrooms. Afternoon tea taken slowly, not because of protocol, but because of peace. Eating these meals doesn't make us royal, but for a moment, it lets us taste their world. If you enjoyed this journey into royal dining, tap like subscribe, and comment which dish you would try first. And remember, sometimes history isn't read, sometimes it's eaten.